VR Tech so I start off with introducing myself. So I'm Vanessa de Souza Lage. I've been 15 years in the industry. I started off as an OTA or an agent. At the time, they were called agencies. Sadly, not as successful as Airbnb, but we were trying for sure. We had 8,000 online bookable listings at the time, which seems like very little today, but was a lot back then. And then we couldn't compete with the Airbnbs and the Booking.coms of this world, and so we had to find a way to still make our commissions, yeah, as agents. And so we came up with 3 other small to medium-sized agencies with an idea called Rentals United, a distribution platform, which allowed us to distribute our inventory onto the big boys that had the marketing money. And that's how Rentals United was born. And I'm also the owner of 2 rentals. I'm a super host on Airbnb, proud one, and I'm the founder of VR Tech. Now, why VR Tech? What is VR Tech? Well, I find that there's a lot of confusion around vacation rental technology. I find that property managers don't really know which technology to use, at which point in time, whether for distribution, for marketing, for operations, which is a technology today that you should be using. So I thought, why not create something where I can introduce these new technologies to property managers? I also found that from our side, from the software provider side, there was a lack of communication. How can I create software tools that are going to be good for property managers and owners if I don't know what their problems are, what their challenges are? So that was the second reason. And the third reason is that automation is our future. If you saw my presentation in Paris only a few days ago, I put in the idea that the future property manager will be a robot. And our jobs as property managers will be to feed this robot with the right services and the right data. So also, this is somebody said today that we're not very next-gen in property management. Well, I don't think that's true, actually. We're becoming more and more next-gen, and we're utilizing a lot more technology today. So I have a survey out since the 1st of Jan with 800 respondents. 300 of them are property managers. And I asked them, what do you automate today? And you'll see that a lot automate updating listing sites. Nobody does that manually today, or very few. A lot have payments automated and pricing. So these top 3 here is the key, I would say, for any professional manager. These are the 3 key tools that you need: channel management, payment provider, and yield manager, and a PMS. And it all starts with the PMS. The PMS should connect you to all of these other tools. So when you choose a PMS today, you need to look at a next generation PMS who has all these connections in place, who will connect you to a professional channel manager, who will connect you to payment providers, and to a lot more tools, a lot more operational tools, which we see here. And they automate their check-ins. They automate delegating tasks. There's a lot you can do today, and there's a lot of technology providers that are here to help. This is an example of an owner, and somebody else was saying that owners are not forward-thinking in terms of technology. Well, I don't think that's true. This is an owner who has 13 properties. She's now growing to 20 properties. She's 1.5 people, and this is all the technology that she uses. You may recognize some names, but others not. Like, for example, Home IT. They allow you to open. So we have this problem with keyless, right, in urban destinations. How do you open the building door with keyless? Well, these guys have found a solution. You can actually open the building door without installing anything on the building door and open it with your mobile phone. Room monitor for noise control. Who uses a noise control technology here? Okay, only 2. This is on the rise. More and more people are doing this. Then, of course, she has dynamic pricing. She has a PMS. She knows how to take payments. She has a website through Intivo. And then she uses things like AirDNA. Who knows AirDNA? Yes, statistics on price. Do-In is an amazing service that allows you to book hotel cleaners. So I didn't know this, but hotels actually don't do their cleanings themselves. They have companies that do the cleaning. And this lady plugs into these companies, and with the software, you're able to book your cleaning and changing the sheets. And Zask, which is not in our market, but helps her automate all of this. So VRTech, the idea is to introduce all these amazing technologies to you and to get your feedback on what else should we be creating to make your life easier. There's nothing as fancy as here. Usually it's a meetup after work. We travel. We've been around all over Europe. I'm taking it to the States. And if you want to be a member, it's completely free. Just leave your email, and I invite you to the next one. And yeah, hopefully we're going to Madrid and Milan. I don't have the dates yet, but it's coming up. So watch this space. So the Vsa Competition, which is why we're here today. This is the second year in a row that we're doing a competition to celebrate innovation with all these startups that we have in our industry. And you're going to experience the first round of this competition. We have 6 startups that are going to come on this stage and for 5 short minutes present their product and their idea. And you guys will be able to vote as to which of these 6 startups will go to the final. Now, I'd like to say to the 5 startups that will not win today that not all is lost, because there will be a public voting online, and there's also a judge round. So each of these stages will choose 1 finalist. Where's the final? The final is in Lake Como at the Vacation Rental World Summit. I would say there's 2 major conferences for vacation rentals in Europe, the VRMA Europe and the Vacation Rental World Summit. If you don't have your tickets yet, I highly recommend you go to it, and it's in October. So I also want to thank last year's winner. Where are you, Peter? Peter from Hello Here. If you don't know this amazing welcome app, I highly recommend you speak to Peter. And I also want to thank our sponsors, Howsat partners. Sadly, Sasha couldn't make it today, but they're a VC fund, and they're very interested in our space. So are many investors interested in our space, so they're sponsoring this because they're interested in finding out where the innovation lies. VRMIntel, Amy, thank you. You're going to give some prizes to the winner as well. And I'll thank my own company, why not? So this is where you're going to go and vote. Okay, so you need to go on to menti.com. It's very user-friendly, and this is the code that you need to enter. But please, do not start voting now, just maybe you want to get ready. We'll vote everyone together at the end after the 6 presentations. And these are the startups. We have Outswitch, Keyness, NoiseAware, CityStasher, IQBnB, and Vacation Soup in that order. So also, when you think about the criteria of why the startup should win, think of, does it solve a problem or advances an issue in the VR industry? Has it developed a good solution? Does it present it professionally? Does it have a good team? These are the things you need to think about, not just maybe your personal preferences in terms of what would help you right now, but looking at these 4 criteria, I think, important. So without further ado, I'll welcome on stage Outswitch. And please don't start before I tell you. Okay. Okay, I think, hello? Yeah? Yeah. So this is this. And wait, before we start. Phone. Three, 2, 1, go.
Hi, everyone. Thank you for taking the time to be here. I am here to present Outswitch, which is a platform to help maximize your short-term rental income. Basically, the problem is that we notice that a lot of professional property managers are hopping from platform to platform, basically because no one platform offers all the tools that you can use. There's an issue with pricing to match property demand, match market demand, syncing prices on your calendar on multiple channels, and lack of reports and data. So where we come in is it's to help you view, manage, control, maximize, and track. We give you reactive pricing based on occupancy rate and automated price and calendar sync and real-time reports and insight. Our market validation is that we've already integrated with 3 PMSs and we're on our 4th, and we are integrated with 5 channels. Through direct PMS marketing, we have about 2,500 properties across 100 property managers, resulting in 4,600 monthly revenue income. Then our market size is about 9 million properties, only half of which are professionally managed. And there are about 2 million PMS users, so we intend to target those. The Outswitch toolkit is basically a bunch of little things. It's a calendar to host all your properties, rates, and it's an add-on to automate and maximize your property yield. It's a channel manager, a task manager to facilitate operations, and a report builder. Our go-to-marketing strategy is simply just partnering up with other PMSs. So we target PMSs that might lack some tools, and then we could complement them that way. Our business model is to target professional property managers with more than 15 properties from $6 to $11 per property, resulting in about 125 average subscription rate per property manager. We have a lot of competition, but where we stand is that we're trying to create a holistic toolkit whereby you have pricing based on market data of your occupancy rate and manual pricing rules so that you have control over your pricing, reports, and facilitating management and operations. We're looking for funding. It's not that much, £150,000 for 10% equity, so we can accelerate the growth, integrate with more PMSs, build a solid team, and reach 10,000 properties.
Well done.
And thank you.
Really well, yes. Qui next? There you go. Okay, so I'm sorry if I interrupt you. If I interrupt you, I interrupt you. 5 minutes. Okay. Okay. Right. Okay. 3, 2, 1, go.
Brilliant. Thanks everyone for being here. So Kinas is a company that helps property managers increase their margins, because without good margins, your business is not sustainable. So what we're going to do here is just look at some of the most common inefficiencies in property management company business model, and to look at how we can help remediate those inefficiencies and increase your margins as a result. We have a solution that helps property management companies by managing their keys in a much more efficient way. We look after 10,000 keys, which obviously belong to 10,000 properties. So the first thing is, how much are you spending on check-ins, and how much of that is going to waste by having greeters commuting and waiting for guests who were supposed to be here an hour ago or an hour and a half ago? 73 minutes is the average delay in London between the time that the guest is supposed to arrive, or said that we're going to arrive, and the time they actually arrive. We measure this because we ask people for data about the expected arrival time of the guest, and we can track the key collections in and out of our stores, so we know when the guest is actually entering the property. The other issue is providing keys in emergency situations. So typically a boiler breaks down, you complain to the property manager, but you don't want to be waiting there for the contractor to come in, so you let them sort it out by themselves. This is quite expensive to provide, because you're going to have to send someone from your team to the property with the keys to let them in, and it's quite unnecessarily expensive, in fact. Another big problem, and this is also common to estate agents, is keys get lost because they're not tracked properly. And this is quite embarrassing when you have to go back to a landlord and say, sorry, can you please give us another copy of the keys because we lost the one that we had, even though we have 4 or 5 sometimes even 6 or 7 copies. If you have that sort of number of copies of every key set, it's because you're not managing your keys properly. And we'll get onto that in a second. How we help? We have a network of stores where retail stores, physical convenience stores and cafes where we hold keys on behalf of our clients. And we welcome guests. We hold keys for cleaners, for greeters, for contractors, for estate agents, for car rental companies, and a number of other sectors. But we are primarily focused on the short-term rental sector. Our surveys have found out that what guests actually want is flexibility to be able to enter the property whenever they want. That isn't always compatible with the landlord's sort of experience of how premium they want to be and their idea of safety. But it's certainly something that also helps greeters and cleaners when they can check in to the property whenever they want. Our stores are typical supermarkets that want more footfall, so they benefit from being part of our network that way, as well as with a commission that we provide to them. This is our network in London. We have over 150 stores. On average, we process a check-in every 2 minutes, so we do more check-ins than every single property management company out there because we do it for them in most cases. Every single keyness that you see there has been opened on request from someone who is in that area and said, oh, there's no keyness near me, can you please open one? That's how we grow. So we open a new keyness roughly every day and a new CT once a month or once every 3 weeks. How it works, you create an account online and you send you create a key for your account so you can bring the key to our store. The store will attach a tracking fob to your keys, so we know every time they come in and out of our shop, we can send you an automatic email, and you can track that through our API or on our Keynest portal. And then you simply share a collection code with your guests or with your staff, so you know the exact time when the key is being collected. When the key is being returned, they can just literally hand the key over to the shopkeeper and he will take care of the rest. Why we use a shopkeeper? Because it makes the experience much more reliable. If the guest doesn't have a collection code, if the guest is ahead of the check-in time, or if the key is not there because it hasn't been dropped off by the previous member of staff or the guest, we can help them. We offer 24/7 support. The shopkeeper will just dial a number and we'll speak to your guest for you. And if it's a legitimate guest who needs access to the property and just forgot their code, we'll get your authorization before we release access. So it's that difference between 90% reliable and 100% reliable where we can really make a difference to your operations.
That's it, I'm afraid.
All right.
Thank you. Thanks. Thank you. Am I going forward? No. Is that you? Yes. Okay. Wait for me. 3, 2, 1, go.
Hello, everyone. My name is Andrew Schultz from NoiseAware. I'd like to thank Amy and Vanessa for letting us speak to you today. This is our first trip to Europe, so we're really excited to be here and talk to so many amazing property managers. NoiseAware is a noise detection and prevention service for owners, property managers, and hoteliers to get a privacy-safe awareness into how the property is being used while they're remotely managing it. We started the company after Dave, who some of you may have met already, was managing properties in Dallas, which is where we're based, and he had a guest say he was going to have a quiet weekend with his girlfriend, and instead he had a bachelor party. Obviously, there were noise complaints, the cops got called. The only way he found out about it was a letter from a lawyer, which is the wrong way to learn about pretty much everything. And ultimately had to sell the property for what ended up being a $30,000 loss. So pretty significant loss. And we had the fortune to meet, and we took what happened to him and developed a service to allow guests, our property managers, to get insights into what their guests are doing in a privacy-safe way, provide data to both combat fines as well as enforce security deposits, as well as just trying to alleviate all of the hassles associated with extra cleaning, property damage, and whatnot from an unfortunate guest stay. So that was a little over 2 years ago. We started selling an MVP product and service about a year ago. We've sold over 3,000 sensors that are installed in 1,900 properties to over 500 paying customers, and we've protected over 75,000 reservations. And how the service works is there's a device that looks like an air freshener that plugs into any room you'd like to monitor and sends data to our servers that allows sends text message or email alerts to anyone on your staff when the noise level gets elevated during your specified quiet hours. We do have some great property managers as our customers. We like to joke that we're party pooping in 40 states and 14 countries. I hope that we can come back here next year and add some of you, add some new countries, add some new states, and work with many of you. I'm also really excited to announce that we're releasing a new set of hardware. I'm actually flying to Shenzhen tomorrow to help set up this manufacturing. But this year of working with an MVP and working with property managers like yourself, we've learned a lot about what this service needs to be, and we're encapsulating that into a new indoor model, and we heard a lot from many of you about an outdoor model, worried about hot tubs, pools, patios, and sound traveling and disturbing the neighbors. We also target property managers at scale, so we're putting some effort into designing our platform to as easily integrate as possible into every operation, as well as another requested feature is all of you are sleeping when our service is working best, and we like to keep it that way. So we now provide a service where our agents will text your guests on your behalf, ask for them to quiet down in a gentle way, and we're finding that's in our beta testing about 80% effective. People quiet down within 5 minutes. You don't have a problem with them the rest of the reservation, and everybody's happy. Skip that one. So the industry trends that are really helping this product come to market is there's just great consolidation, both from the bottom up with new players coming in, consolidation of larger companies buying smaller ones, apartment companies now in the US playing in the space, as well as hotels. And we're seeing that the ones that are embracing technology to scale their operations are the ones that are winning. And we think we can help you grow bigger, faster, with less feet on the ground, and seeing some of our customers actually able to achieve that with 0 operational folks local to many of the properties. And as I said, Dave and I started the company. We now have 10 people helping provide this service, many with backgrounds in the industry, really focused on helping build a tool that allows everyone to protect the property, protect the neighbors, and generally be sustainable members of the community. And that's pretty much it.
Well done, just on time. Cheers, cheers, thank you. Cheers, well done. So now we have City Stasher. There you are. This, left and right, and the microphone should work. There you go.
You'll hear from both of us.
3, 2, 1, go.
Hi, I'm Anthony. I'm one of the co-founders of City Stasher, and this is Catherine, our partnerships manager. We're here to tell you a little bit about our service. So our mission is to make travel more carefree. The way that we do that is we connect travelers with local shops and hotels who can store their bags. A lot of us have ourselves used Airbnbs and stuff, and you get kicked out at 10 a.m. When you have a flight at 6 p.m., it's a bit of a downer on your holiday. So we're bringing this reality to cities across Europe. We have over 300 stash points. We're in 45 cities. That includes about 30 cities in the UK. We're now in Rome, Paris, Berlin. We're launching Spain imminently. It's going everywhere. To give you an idea of where we are in numbers, we've stored over 60,000 bags, actually close to 70,000 now. We mentioned 300 stash points, and we've raised almost $1.5 million across 2 rounds. To explain how we actually work, the business model is pretty similar to Airbnb. We function as a marketplace. We sign up the hosts, and then users can come to our platform, search through our available listings, and book with one of our hosts through us. We only charge £6 per day. for one bag, which is, if you know about storing bags in London, you might as a host, manager, under half the price of the station facilities. And we actually offer referral discounts and, in some cases, commissions to vacation rental managers. Security is obviously important to us. We provide insurance to our users, and we've had 0 claims to date on those 60,000 bags. We also provide tamper-proof luggage seals, and the actual check-in process through the website is modeled on hotel check-ins. We're already working with some big hotel players, Catherine will tell you about, so the system is basically matched to what they do for check-in. We have about 100 stash points across London, so wherever it is that you're managing your listings, we're confident that we can help you. They're all within a walking distance of main stations, major tourist attractions, and more of them are becoming 24/7. Users love the service. If you Google the station facilities, you'll see it's generally 1 out of 5, whereas we're more like 5 out of 5, which is pretty cool. So you know that you're referring your customers to a service that they can actually rely on. Just a little bit of information about the people who are helping us bring this across Europe and make it a reality. Some pretty cool investors who support us and help us expand. So, Catherine will tell you a bit about how we work with partners.
So we are the ideal partner for vacation rental managers because 75% of our users use us before or after a check-in or check-out. So as Ant said, we're within walking distance to most of all across London, but also tourist destinations. So for example, if they want to check out and then visit Hyde Park and then jump on Heathrow Express, we can store their bag over there as well. Working together, Simon said in his opening statement that the future consumer will expect more and more hotel-like services from properties. So we think the biggest value we can add to you guys is bridging that gap. So one of the key decisions in booking a hotel over a property is that you can't store your bag, as Ant said, waiting in a cafe, so we can take all that away from you. And also provide time and convenience. So instead of having constant back and forward, can we leave our luggage with you? Can we, emails like what time's the cleaner leaving? We can, a lot of times we work on the checkout email, so we can just say, you can leave it with these guys, it's £6 fully insured, here's a 10% coupon code using us, for example. These are some of our partners that we work with already. Some are commission-based models, some are discount codes, as we said. We can kind of go up and down, whichever we see as working best. Expedia and Hotels.com is a jumpstart program that we're on, so they're mentoring us for 6 months, and the winners are announced in July. We're increasingly working with the hotels, which is good for your guests. They know that it's safe and reliable, just like all of our others, but we're being rolled out in Premier Inn, so we're in Euston, Waterloo, and Blackfriars. They're about 80% capacity at all times at the moment, so going really well, and rolling out across the rest of the UK, and same with Accor Hotels in Paris. We're also really excited that on Monday our new website is launching, so we'll have a new filter button that you can do just 24/7, open late, just hotels or just news agents based on your guest requirements.
One other thing as well, we're looking to launch some new services, including delivery. If you've ever used any sort of delivery services that take bags to airports, a big problem for vacation rentals is that you have to book time slots, incredibly inconvenient for guests, can't be done on demand. Using our network of stash points, we can actually do this on demand and more affordably by grouping orders together more. Just some more information and to let you guys know, as Simon said,
that's it.
It's all about bridging the gap in experience.
Good, thank you. Well done, both of you, well done. So now we have Airbnb. There you go. Good luck. See. I think you just press them in place. If not, you go there. Wait. Three, 2, 1, go.
Hello everybody, I'm Nikolaos. I'm the CEO of Airbnb, the 24/7 e-reception. So let's go to see first a bit what is the motivation of jumping into this project. So we've seen the last several years the bloom of sharing economy, a shift from the traditional accommodation to vacation rentals. We've seen on this new type of accommodation to have this type, one of the main problems to be the key exchange and how we welcome guests, how we check in the guests. And then if we go to the more professionals, we've seen a lack of 24/7 reception desk, high cost for personnel, and as many of you said today, we try to go towards an automation of services. So the market we target is the hospitality and some parts of the sharing economy. So vacation rentals, home sharing, park sharing, car sharing, so whatever it includes a key exchange, IKBnB is here to provide a solution. So the problem can be divided in three main parts: time, money, and security. The time is of essence. We want to have something in low cost, and since we're talking about the key of a property, security is of essence. So how we solve this problem, how we propose to solve this problem? Through an e-reception that is 24/7 available. It can be for shared use, so in case that we have multiple users, can have those e-reception desks spotted in different locations throughout the city, or in case that some people want to have this for exclusive use, we can install these reception desks inside the premises of a business. It's an easy process through an unlock code, and in order to make a more complete solution, we have a personalized welcome message from the host to the guest. And the last time, we see also the need of scanning a passport in order to notify the authorities for the guests that they check in. So we support also this. So let's have a short video. Oops, sorry, I'll go down.
Yes, there's a play button there. Yeah, no, down. Okay.
So this is a short demo video from our first generation machine that supports the key exchange. So you check in our website, you provide some basic information, and after this you have access to a user area. So through this user area, you select your location that you want to drop off your keys, for how long you want to store those keys, and what we do is we provide you an unlock code. So with this unlock code, you go to our machine, there's a touchscreen, a QR scanner, so you select if you want to drop off or pick up the key, and you drop off your key. So the next step is to provide this code to your guest by introducing the email of your guest, and we send an email with all the information. So when the guest arrives, goes to the machine, scans the code, and as you can see, picks up the key. So competition, quite a lot. So we split the competition in 4 main categories: automatic key exchange, like KeyNest, as we saw before, smart locks, in-person key delivery, lockboxes. And we split in several categories, and we rate it. So finally, a bit of our timeline. We had an idea on August 2016. On April 2017, we launched a beta version in Barcelona. 3 months after, we launched in Barcelona. Now we have our second generation machine that supports shared and exclusive use together with a welcome message. Next month, we launch in Malaga through a franchise partnership. And October 2017, we expect to have our full product, and towards 2019 to expand in more European cities. Thank you.
Well done. Oh, yeah. Thank you. Well done. Alan? Three, two, one, go.
You spend 2 years, I give you 5 minutes. My name's Alan Egan. I'm co-founder and head chef at Vacation Soup. And we are the lonely planet of vacation rentals. We wanted to produce something very different for this industry. And what we're doing is we are by owners for travelers. We are serving fresh ingredients, served daily, served beautifully. Mainly talking around what's on, what to see, what to do, where to eat and drink, and places to stay, although we have lots of other magazines. We share stories alongside properties. So owners and managers write articles. These articles are shared onto their website and also to the soup, where we collate them all. And you can see we have stories which bring people into the website, and we serve properties as well. Why have we done this? Well, the listing site model's outdated, exactly the same model as the 1995 version of VRBO. No different, list a lot of properties. Owners distrust the listing sites. Not only do they distrust them, they dislike them and have disassociated with them. And travellers just expect more. I mean, we all have smart devices in our pocket. We can answer any question. We can provide these questions, the answers to these questions. We're giving away free websites for any owner and small managers. We have free content creation tools, including a plugin that works with WordPress. And we've connected all of these websites together. We're creating thousands of footprints a week, and we're only 8 weeks old. We're driving traffic from organic search, which I'll come on to in a minute, and a massive social network. Everything is done. We only bring traffic. We're a signpost basically back to your own websites, where you can deal directly with the potential guests and bookings. Here's the soup in action. You've got Mr. and Mrs. Owner. They create a website, already have one. They use our plugin to create content. It suggests what to write about, gives you free images to use, and optimizes the post automatically. And then all of these posts from all of the owners are shared to the soup. The soup then distributes them across a network of social media, creating 15 footprints for each post that comes in. Google sees this activity. There's a constant stream of posts coming in, and it sees the engagement on social, and it ranks the articles very highly. Mr. and Mrs. Traveller and their family, they look for the best beach in XYZ, and are served up with Google, and we present the article. Here it is. Don has a place on Exuma. He writes about getting married at beach weddings in Exuma. The software knows that he's in Exuma, so his article gets shared automatically to the Bahamas magazine, and it knows that it's about the beach, so it goes into the beach magazine. Here's an example, a short 90-word article about a balloon festival. This was posted the following day, fourth in Google for that festival, and over the course of the next 5 weeks, 1,750 views for what is nothing more than what's on and where. A massive amount of traffic for a thing so small. So we've got a ton of great content coming in. We've got 100 authors currently writing, owners. And already in the first 8 weeks, we created 1,250 articles. This will rise exponentially as more owners come on board. We have additional ingredients. We've built a learning centre with video courses that are our own, and also paid-up members get access to 400 more video tutorials on a wide spectrum of marketing ideas. And we've built an owners community where owners can ask questions, help each other, and share ideas. Thank you very much.
Nice one. Goody good. Okay, thank you. There you go, 420. Very good. Right, so what we're going to do now, we're going to take 5 minutes. Don't vote yet. Maybe think about which startup is right for you. I remind you of the criteria. This will be the criteria to think of. 5 minutes, and then we'll do a 3, 2, 1 again, but we all vote at the same time, and we'll see the live results right here. Okay, question? Is this? Sorry. Is everybody online? Yeah. So just wait a minute before you vote, and I'll get this ready. Right. So, okay, you ready? Everybody has their choice? Yeah? 3, 2, 1, let's vote. How many people do we have, Amy, today? 100. Okay. Maybe 88, okay. Has everybody voted? It looks like it's told. Has everybody voted? Anyone hasn't voted? No? Everybody voted? Okay, it looks like City Stasher won. Congratulations. Come on, come on. Do you want to say a few words? Okay. There you go. Thanks. Welcome.
Thanks very much, guys. We'll keep it brief. If you are a vacation rental manager, then do come chat to us, myself or Catherine. I hear Como is beautiful this time of year. Thank you.
Yeah, I was just going to say we're here till the end of the day, and thank you very much. We look forward to working with you.